Welcome Golden Valley, this is Mr. Tripp back at you with another drawing assignments video. Okay, today we're going to be drawing a popular character from the Peanuts comic written by Charles M. Schulz. This is a character named Woodstock who was named after the 1969 Woodstock concert festival that took place. He's a bird character. So let's go ahead and get busy drawing him, okay? The first thing we're going to do when drawing Woodstock is we're going to draw a giant oval. So I'm going to zoom in on the paper and I'm going to go ahead and sketch out an oval. Don't worry about it being perfect. We're sketching here. I'm going to make my pencil a little bit lighter, my digital pencil that is. When you make the oval, what I like to do is make it a little bit thinner on this part, and then when it comes down to the right side, it gets a little bit thicker. If you have a kneaded eraser, you can go ahead and use that, kind of clean up a little bit of your line work. Loosen these up a little bit. That way I can still barely see it. Then I'll go back with my pencil and go over it. Remember, we're sketching so we can get it just the way we want to. You do not have to get the lines right the first time. That is just way too stressful, and drawing should not be that stressful. Okay. I'm going to clean this part up a little bit more. Okay, I'm okay with that. So from there, I'm going to make the body shape. So what you do is you go to the middle of the oval, and you're going to make a teardrop. There's our teardrop. Okay. From there, we're going to go ahead and draw some lines. There's one line. There's the other. And we're going to put in just two lines for the tail. So about right here at this point, and about right there. And then we're going to move on to the feet. For the feet, we're going to draw an oval about right here. And another one about right here. They're going to be overlapping. We've talked about in class the importance of overlap. In real life, many things overlap. If you take a picture of something random, there's probably overlapping going on. So in our artwork, we like to overlap as well to make things look real. Okay, from there, let's go back and draw some hair. You can kind of see we got the form of our character coming to life. Let's go ahead and throw in some hair. So about, here's a middle point, a little bit over to the left from the middle point. So we'll just make a line like that, line like that, line like that. We'll do a curved line, a line like that. This one will start, let's kind of make it like right here. These don't have to be perfect. And let's go ahead and draw in the neck. For the neck, it's going to be a curved line that's going to start here. Will come down. This line will come down. So we have these lines right here. And then what we can do is pull this up. This will be part of his wings. We'll pull a line right here coming up. And then a line right here. Okay, we're moving right along. We're not wasting any time today. So for the tail, we have this line, we have this line. So what we're going to do is work on the top line first. Now this line come out here, go like that. And then we'll pull this line up here, like that. A little overlap there. Show some dimensional shapes, three-dimensional shapes. So there's the tail. From there, let's go ahead and connect the legs. So we have this line that will just connect right here, and this line that'll connect right there. Super easy, right? Super easy. We're having fun today. Nothing too difficult at all. Yesterday's was a little bit of a longer assignment, so this one's going to be shorter. I'm just going to go ahead and erase those lines. And we'll move on. There's some other lines we need to erase. Now, all the lines you see so far, we have a lot of guidelines here, a whole lot of guidelines. So we're going to go back and we're going to, good thing this is light, we're going to go through and really solidify the lines and decide what lines do we really want. So let's go ahead and do that. What I'm going to do here is kind of pull this line down. Now here, again, we're kind of inking with pencil by really going over these lines. Now here I'm going to pull this line just down a tad. See what I did there? Okay, that's a popular curve that Charles Schulz used a whole lot. You'll recognize this curve in Snoopy's face as well. See that curve? Almost looks like Snoopy. Then this line's going to come down here, and then we're going to pull back. I'm going to adjust this line a little bit. Hey, we're using pencil. We can adjust lines in pencil. Don't stress. And now it's starting to look like Woodstock's face a little bit more. Now, there's something I can do here. When looking at this, I'm evaluating everything, and the neck is looking too big. It's huge right now for Woodstock. So what I'm going to do is erase this line and pull this line in a little bit more like that. Okay. Now when we erase, we shouldn't be, upset. We shouldn't be, ooh, oh no. It's not a problem to erase. It's not a problem to fix lines because we're using pencil. Okay, the only problem with erasing is if you made your pencil lines too dark. And we've been talking about that all year long. Do not make your pencil lines too dark. It's the worst thing you can do when drawing. It's going to suck all the fun out of drawing if you make your pencil lines too dark. So from there, I'm looking at the neck, and I think we need to make it a little bit thinner. So I'm going to pull this line in, and I'm just going to pull it down right here. So I'm going to erase the previous lines using my eraser. And there we go. We have the neck of Woodstock. Kind of how it's supposed to look. Now if you look at my pencil lines, they're not perfect. I'm not inking this right now. I'm just kind of going over it with pencil, cleaning up those lines that I don't want. You can think when you're dealing with pencil, you can think of it as like molding with clay. So I'm examining this, I'm really looking at it, and I'm not quite for sure I like this line. So I'm going to pull it down a little bit more. And guess what? We're using pencil, so that's totally okay. So we're gonna really play around with this to get it to look just the way we want it to, which we can, because once again, we're using pencil. Okay, from there, we're going to go to this line. Let's make this line a little bit thicker. Go ahead and add some line width variety to it. We'll do the same thing with this line. Once again, please note my lines are not perfect. That's okay. Just sketching. We're having fun. There we go. So we have those lines. And let's go ahead and make this line a little bit thicker. This line we're going to give it more of a curve like that. I like that. And this line we're going to make a little bit shorter. So now I have my eraser. We're going to go through and I'm going to start to erase these guidelines because we don't need them anymore. You don't want to make your guidelines too dark because they're there just to guide you. They're